Hey, YouTube. What is going on? What is up, Chris, Travis, and Dan? Thought I'd go a little live. Perfect timing. Nice, Shane. Links up top if you guys want to hang. Hope you're doing well, Dan. I got to fix some ideamaker profile issues tonight. And, yeah, I don't really know what else. Crazy as usual, insane day at work, same as yesterday. Everyone wants their crap done right this second, because why not? What's up, non-fam? Shane, Chris, Travis. Again, links up top. Luckily, 4-day weekend coming up after tomorrow. Let's see, how's Dan doing, Mr. Dan? I do this. Let's see if I can get. Hey, Shane wants his parts now. Shane wants his parts now. What parts did you order that you want right now?
I don't know. You just as soon as I clicked on the button, you were talking about people wanting the parts right away. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's the today isn't soon enough. Yesterday was too long ago, or too soon, and tomorrow ain't gonna work. And tomorrow's just gonna be worse because you get all the people that come through town that have to have their car fixed this second. And the worst part is we're delayed on freight coming in for like 5 days because of the holiday weekend. And people are like, well, that's not acceptable. Well, call Kia. So, time to fix some profiles and some insanity. So, glad the numbers are on the up and up. Dan, how are you feeling, though? I know you've got some vid symptoms. I inquired to a certain LDO Motors Jason about a custom colored frame for a future Voron build at a 400 by 400 by 400 frame size. So he's telling me 3 months and does not know the price. So at least there's something in the pipeline because I want to sell the Rays and build a Voron because the Rays has kind of gotten old.
You just want the new hotness.
The new hotness. Plus, I know a few guys that actually have it.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to like it. It's reliable for what it is. So, yeah, unlike you. I mean, what? What is that?
This is the rail core.
Ooh.
I'm just working on it, so.
You want another MK3S? I've got 3 of them, Ooh, look at that.
Yeah,
that's the Pets thing that you and Ben were working on, right?
It was me and the guy that makes it, Dave Pets. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Petzel?
Something. The guy with the things and the stuff?
The guy reloading ammunition.
That guy, yes. What the hell? I gotta re-import profiles for printers. Let's see. I hate this thing. How do I delete a complete printer? That's how.
Actually, I can just shut it down. Yeah, that's I just got just sent Dave a message saying that all the parts and everything clear everything, so
nice.
These are actually probably going to be going on Thingiverse tonight.
That'd be good. More stuff to make. Oh, who let Llama in? He's in chat. Who let him in? Oh, wait, I haven't. Gotta figure out some tuning issues. It's driving me absolutely nuts.
Petzel. Okay. Yeah, pretzel is like the thing that I keep trying to pronounce it as, but
Dave Pretzel.
Petzel.
No, Pretzel.
Petzel.
Now it's Pretzel.
Petzel.
Let's see.
Then I'll forget about it and be like, what's his name?
Right.
How do I say it again? Damn it.
Here, yes. So I've deleted that printer. Now let's see if I can fix it.
Oh, there was something kind of funny that happened at work today.
Oh,
Or actually, work happened across the street at work.
okay.
I go and look at the crime reports for my area,
Mhm.
and I see the block number and the street that my work is on. I'm like, oh no! A car drove through the side of a garage.
Perfect.
Yeah. Apparently, the coworkers saw it. They were like recording it and everything,
Mhm.
and the lady just like could not stand up when she got out of her car.
Ooh.
Not because she drove into the side of a building, because she was so hammered.
Oh my god.
There's another lady that like just booked it, just ran right out of there.
Cannot open file as zip archive. What the heck? I need Warcocky. All of his things are zip, and
Mm-hmm.
none of them do anything. There's nothing in them.
Have you tried like 7-zip or something like that?
Yeah, I have 7-zip. Let me change him to a bin. See if that might. Oh, I bet that's what it is. I bet he downloaded them as a zip. What the hell? You. Oh, I bet that's why. Freaking Warcock, you make things complicated.
Chris Travis reloads as well.
He.
Nice. I've thought about it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't own guns that really warrant that.
Right. Here. Import. Stock. Oh my god, it won't hold the printer. Access is denied. I've never had that. Shoot. Delete. Something is wrong. But I'm taking him off of Chris's site because I want his. Let's try this. Open. There we go. I see what I've been doing. It's always something.
It's always something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where the hell did I put that box now?
Over there.
I bet it's upstairs.
It would be.
God damn it! I forgot to message that guy again.
Why'd you do that?
I was busy redoing the floor in my bathroom.
That's slightly important.
And the only time I remember that I have to message him is when I walk past it and realize I didn't message him.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. It's only 7 o'clock. I could probably message him.
Right.
And it's not upstairs.
Hmm.
Now, where the did I put it?
Again, over there. I figured it out, by the way, guys.
What did you have to do?
Actually download the zip instead of right-clicking and saying save as. That's important with GitHub. What is up, Maker Viking? Link up top if you want to come in and hang out with us two crazy bastards. Yes, I did call us crazy bastards.
You're not wrong, so I wasn't going to correct you on that.
Exactly why I said it. But we'll. Yep. Damn it. Give me a sec, guys. course it is. Interesting. Oh, Llama, I got blue tape. Wait for it to finish.
Oh, it's underneath the big rolly thing. That's why I couldn't find it.
All right, where's Llama? Hey, Bob, if you feel like giving me a hard time like you normally do, links up top.
Hello, non-fam.
Non-fam has been here the whole time.
Oh, has he?
He's hiding. He does that. Ideamaker profiles.
There's a Bob and a Viking.
Unfortunately, who let them in here? Oh wait. Let's see. Stop Bruce profiles. So I don't do. Just download them all. Open. Oh, you bastard.
Well, that went way out of refocus. There you go.
Yeah, I'm having focus issues with my A6000 for some reason. I'll futz with that over the long weekend.
I gotta put up something behind my enclosure back there to. It keeps trying to focus on things behind, like the big reflection off of the furnace and.
Right. Yeah, the problem for me, I think, is that I've cropped a bit of the viewing area because my wife sits in the chair back there,
Mm.
and I don't think the camera likes that.
Are you cropping it through the camera itself or through like OBS?
Through OBS, that could be why.
Oh, that should be fine. That should be all the autofocus stuff should be done on the camera itself.
Yeah, that I screwed up too. I had to take photos, so I took the camera off, messed with that. So just standard, you mess with something that works, it stops working. Everyone's saying hi to Dan. Well, I guess he's the popular one. I'm kidding. All right, so I've got ABS, PETG. I'm missing something. TPU.
The sick bastard.
Literally. And there's all 5. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to import all the profiles. One at a time. Nice. Bastards. I broke my brain in ideamaker. I updated, and then Warcocky, of course, updated his. So, since I use his reliably somewhat good profiles, I decided to break them. Plus, updating. I'm having a few issues with my non-Caribou Zeribo with quality, but hopefully this will fix it. We'll find out. Here, back here. All right, so what do I have?
Actually, the one package I am looking forward to is those box of stepper motors.
Ooh. Those are always good.
Yeah.
Stepping on motors. 3, 5.
You know,
Yes.
to get that project done, I might just yank the ones off of this other printer here and just get that printer up and running with some random steppers.
Greg, if you want to come hang out, links up top. Seam on. Fixed. Oh, I gotta figure out where that seam is. That would be that issue. Brainwave. Oh, who's letting Greg in here?
Hey guys.
What's up, Greg?
Hello, Greg.
How's it going? Fun projects, it looks like.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Finally done doing all the testing for the pet sphinx, so getting everything put back to the modified status.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That works.
So I can go back to printing ABS with this thing.
Oh yeah.
That'd be good.
The one printer that I don't use really a fan duct or anything on is the one I had to tear apart to test out a fan duct.
Right.
Probably the one you print ABS on, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't really need a fan for ABS.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to print a lot of that back in the day.
I print ABS every now and then, not too often, but
Yeah, pretty rarely for me. Hey Vince. Hey Bob.
who let Bob and Vince in here? Advanced ooze. Doesn't matter. So much G code. See if this works. This would be nice if this works. Anyway, what's Greg up to?
Well, I just got done making another batch of gingerbread.
Ooh.
So I can make some more gingerbread turkeys, which is like a family tradition. Cookies, gingerbread turkey cookies, that is.
I was going to ask you what.
Yeah, it's a little odd. My dad started it a long time ago, but because of COVID, they're not coming.
Mm-hmm.
So the cookie making fell on me because we have a few cousins and whatnot that are coming, and they still want their turkey cookies.
There you go.
So, yep, can't disappoint.
Very true.
We're definitely have a lot smaller Thanksgiving though this time around. Usually we have around 30 or 40, and this year I think it's like 10 to 15 tops.
We're having me and my wife.
Yeah.
Because my in-laws have the potential, if they get sick, they don't do so.
Yep. Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. A lot of the family on my wife's side is they don't really have anywhere to go because their parents are going to be out of town, and we're like, we don't want to leave them out too much. And I was like, well, we could just have them come pick up food, but I was like, nah, that just seems kind of cheesy. So,
right,
less personal.
Yeah,
but we're gonna play it safe. Flash Forge.
Well, it is Flash Forge.
Yeah.
Flash Forge in general, just like Creality.
Yeah, I would agree. On both.
Yes.
But I will say, for all Creality's bad, at least they got a lot of people into 3D printing.
Mm-hmm. One benefit, just one.
Yeah. Yeah, my very first printer was a MakerBot. Talk about disappointing.
Right.
Which version of it though?
I had the original replicator, so it was
Oh.
like, not the very first one, but it was still the laser cut one.
Yeah.
I donated it to a school a couple of years ago, and then I was like, man, why did I do that? Just gave them a headache, but they did pretty well with it for a while.
Yeah.
Marcel, that's called a Prusa.
Yeah, Prusas are good. I mean, I ended up I've got a mini, but I got rid of my Mark III, and I
They
built a
just updated
Hypercube.
the Mini.
Yeah, I saw that. I bought my one thing ever since the Mark II, which is my first Prusa. I've always been disappointed by the Pinda, and then the Minda on the Mini. It's like so not repeatable.
Hopefully their
And
Super Pinda will actually be worth
yeah, now
it.
they're saying it is. It's like $25, and then
Right. I'll buy it.
of course you got to pay $15 to ship it, but I already ordered it. So
Well, I'm sure I know Warcocky ordered some to get his stuff.
oh
his
yeah,
Harlan working with it. So
he's
I'll
got a
order
bunch.
3 at some point. It's not a big deal for me right this second.
Yeah,
So
I actually like the new Ender 6. Kind of like if you're looking.
Fire starter.
Yeah, well, no, not the Ender. I keep calling it the Ender 6. What's the new Core XY?
Oh,
Is it
the CR30.
No, it's an Ender something, but I already forgot the name of it.
The Ender 5. It's
Is that
Ender
what
6 something. I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's got like a 250 by 250 millimeter bed, 300, I believe, Z,
Nice.
and it's supposedly true of Core XY, but I'm not gonna. I'm skeptical until I see the belts
Right.
on it. So, but I mean, that might not be. I think they said it was like 550 or so. I mean, that seems pretty reasonable for basically a budget Core XY.
Right.
I think it cost me about 700 to build my first Hypercube, and that was just all sourcing my own parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually one person with a MakerBot that I know of their MakerBot is still going.
Is it really? Yeah.
Good, but they are loud and they are proprietary.
Yeah, you can put in. Yeah, they had that Mighty board, and I think I ended up I had to fix that thing 3 or 4 times, and then I had the connector on the heated bed I had to replace. But you know what? I mean, it was a pretty reliable printer.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I used it for, heck, I even printed some TPU on it, but it was it could do ABS, it could do PLA.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Ben Hack on YouTube there. He's the one that has
oh yeah,
it's still going.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Creality lately, I agree, Bob. The last year, I mean, they did the Kickstarter with that one printer what is it, the SE? I can't remember the number. My brain kind of shuts off at about 8 o'clock.
6 SE, yeah.
6 SE, that's it. But yeah, that thing, the whole fire starter nature of it, and they're kind of filling in where ANET used to own the market. But before that, I mean, there was a lot of good stuff. The CR10, the CR10S, the Ender 3. I've owned all those. The Mini, the CR10 Mini. Those are all great printers. I think they're just having a bad run lately.
My first printer was a Monoprice Maker Select V2. That thing shelved and given away to a friend that has also shelved it.
Yeah, those are also good starter printers. If I remember right, they had a proprietary firmware, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, keyword starter.
Yeah.
Keyword.
Yeah. And a pretty small bed. Wasn't it like a 8x8 maybe? Or I don't even think it was that big.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on. Everything.
Yeah, I'm done with Kickstarter printers. I
Genesis early when it came out and never got it.
The last one I did, it was called the Reach 3D, and if you guys know Bill Steele, he had actually knew the guy who did the Kickstarter, I believe, and that's how I found out about it. But it was not a bad. It was like it was a cantilever style gantry, just like the Prusa Mini and what was the other one that Creality had, the Ender 2 or something. But and it had the V wheels, so I mean it wasn't bad. But it was I don't know, it was kind of a headache. and it was delayed like 6 months.
Ooh. That would do it.
But I still I met a lot of cool people in that group, and we did a lot of upgrades, and I was maintaining the upgrade list for a while, so it was kind of fun. Cool community. That's the nice thing about some of those Kickstarters.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Chris, I think the Ender 3 back in a couple of years, that's about when they came out, if I remember right. I mean, I think it was a good machine, other than the power supply. But for the price, it can't be beat.
Right.
And Justin, you're still running your Rays, right? That's
My
kind of your
workhorse.
Yeah, that's
and
nice.
that'll get sold here. If I spoke to LDO Motors Jason about a custom colored frame because I heard rumors.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's telling me 3 or 4 months, and I'm looking at a blue frame, 400 by 400.
Nice.
So
Hey, Llama.
we'll see what he does for me on pricing. I think at that point, that's when I'll start building it.
Mm-hmm.
And the G-Techs are good, but they're just another knockoff. I mean,
Aren't they like the ANETs?
Yes.
They're basically the ANET A10, same thing. I mean, yeah, the newer ANET stuff is decent. I mean, it's less of a fire hazard than it used to be.
right?
They're actually looking pretty good for what they are.
Yeah.
The new ANET stuff.
I
mean,
kind of thought
it's still crap, but
Yeah.
it's decent crap.
I kind of thought about getting one of them just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
I started out with the original ANETs, and I'm sure they're night and day different.
Right.
Yeah.
Sean seems to love the new one.
Well, the original ANETs, weren't they acrylic frames?
Yeah.
Well, you could actually get them aluminum. It's just nobody did because it wasn't worth the money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the complaints that a lot of people in the group have. Because I'm on the G-Tech thing, because it was originally the ANET group that was there. Then G-Tech took over the thing on Facebook. So I've been just sitting there, just watching people talk about their G-Techs, and so many people are just getting rid of that 2-1 hot end.
Yeah.
Just kept jamming on them.
Right.
Yeah. It's a cool idea. I really like the blending. I would never use it for 2-color printing, if you know what I mean. I use that for making my own color, basically. Feeding 2 filaments in it. I think that's freaking awesome. But yeah, from what I understand, it comes down at an angle and hits the block and does a 90-degree turn. They meet, and then they do a 90-degree turn down in the nozzle. And it's gee, imagine why that's, jamming.
Doesn't it seems like E3D had one that did that too. Was it the Dragon? I can't remember.
No, the one that it was a round cone.
Yeah.
Rim going.
Yeah,
up.
that. Yep.
The mixing.
That didn't do 90s though. That
No.
The Cyclops.
went down.
Yeah, Cyclops. I think it was a Cyclops. You're right. Yeah, I never saw much on that really.
Yeah, it was.
I wondered how it worked.
Have you guys looked at the Gecko Tech? Or not the Gecko Tech,
the Chameleon?
Chameleon, yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I actually have a beta. It's still in the box, but I was meaning to use it. Never got around to it. But I've been running my palette, when I do that. So, but the Chameleon's really promising. I think it keeps getting better. I think Bill had it out at Murph a couple of years ago, and was that maybe that was even last year.
Yeah, he had it out there at last year. That was the one that I went to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, I
got the llama core all apart again.
Greg, I love my
Just
palette. I'm
'cause.
still tuning with it, but I love it.
Yeah. Which one you got it on? That one in the corner?
Yeah, this one right here.
Oh, there it is. I see it now.
Because it's running on my MK3.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I've done a few. I've had plenty of fails, but I'm still learning. So I mean, I've got a nice little gecko right here.
Oh, that looks good.
It actually looks like it came out pretty decent.
Except for a buffer error. Having some minor issues with Prusa Slicer with that, with P2PP. I just keep having to slow it down. So,
Yeah.
which
Well,
I'm not.
have you seen that?
The
There's
external buffer.
Yeah, that thing's crazy. It gives you like it's like 120 millimeters.
Did you try that, or I've heard
I haven't
bad
tried
things.
it.
Like it
Yeah.
doesn't. It causes more issues than it's worth than just
Yeah.
slowing down your print to
Right.
snail's pace.
Well, and then I heard when you upgrade the firmware, the latest one breaks it. So, it's like
because they don't like it.
no. Well, yeah, they're just not thinking about it probably more than anything.
Formal.
Oh boy,
What are you printing, Marcel?
I'm not even looking at the chat.
Probably, I'm guessing drone parts, but
Always.
oh, his R2D2. Oh, that's right. I forgot he was working on that.
Right.
Yeah,
We got Jordan in here too. It looks like.
Yeah,
Jordan.
he's hiding.
the Mad Monkey Man.
I want to know what Jordan did for his birthday, if anything.
I had a bad joke, but I'm not gonna.
Go for it.
He
Monkey
did,
likes bad
did
jokes.
jumping jacks.
He went banana hunting.
Yep.
Oh, let's put this all back together because I ain't gonna screw with it tonight.
Yeah, Marcel, I don't print a whole lot for mine. At least not after I get the initial drone going. Then I'm pretty much done.
Hey now,
Right.
knocked everything around like a dumbass. Drop the screws into the dock. That's just freaking brilliant. You know what would help if I put my glasses on?
Right.
The number of times I've done that this week so far.
Yeah.
And of course it gets like jammed in there too.
Helps if I have the right bit too.
Big old hole on it.
Right.
And this has got to go out of the way for now. It goes up there. And what happened to the screw I just had? That
Right.
you can't get in there because it's too damn short.
Normal.
So what were you doing to the llama core, llama?
I can't stand these freaking loud, obnoxious things. So
The
I'm
fans?
redesigning the air ducts to take the
Oh.
5015s because I have ultra silent. You can buy ultra silent 5015s now.
Yeah, I got a few of those.
Yeah, they're not great because they don't blow very much air, but they're still better than like
Yeah,
a regular 40 millimeter fan is.
the turbo jet engine taking off.
Yeah, well, that's just it. They don't sound like that anymore, but they
Yeah.
don't push as much air. But they're pointy for this thing.
Oh, it could be like mine. It sounds like a dying goose.
Right.
Oh God, this thing
Yeah.
is horrible with the 5015s on it. I mean, 1040s, 4010s, whatever they are.
Yeah, I've been trying to buy those Vapo bearing fans.
Where this thing has the channel that like drops down and
Yep.
it comes back up and shoots up through itself. It is just a noise generator.
Yeah.
I mean, the part cooling one isn't so bad, but the one that actually cools the hot end is
Yeah, the hot end, yeah.
unbelievably loud on this thing.
Yeah.
And just he has adapters, which I have on the part cooling fan for it, but it's kind of hokey looking. I'm not big on adapters. I want it proper. But for now, it's getting the adapter back. Because that's what I got, and that's what I'm going to use. And yeah, I love this extruder. It's probably going to replace my Chimeras permanently.
Really? What is it?
It's the Omnia drop.
Hmm.
It's way lighter, like a lot lighter.
Really?
Yeah, and it's direct drive.
And it prints TPU as fast as Chimera? Or
Fast,
close
yeah,
enough?
faster actually because
Faster?
It's lighter weight, so you can throw it around better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's shorter. I don't want to say short. I shouldn't say shorter. It's about the same size path. It's a 0.5 millimeter shorter in the filament path.
Okay.
So it's basically the same size. 0.5 millimeter isn't even worth talking about. But it's cool as crap because it's planetary gear driven.
I'm going to check it out.
Oh, they're awesome. They're kind of pricey. A little bit
Oh, okay.
more than a Chimera.
Is
Not a
Not
lot.
Yeah, 5:1 gear ratio. That's cool.
Yeah. I thought it was 4-1. Whatever.
Yeah.
It uses, what makes it light is not only is the head itself light, but then it uses a pancake motor like the Chimera should.
Mhm. Do you lose a whole lot on the X or Y like you do on the Chimera?
No.
No, that's nice.
It's less.
That's cool.
Not a lot less. Yeah, well,
It looks like it's pretty similar.
A little farther in the Y,
Hmm.
I would say.
Yeah, I had to upgrade my Core XY. I had to basically add I think I got 50 millimeter longer extrusions because of that stupid Chimera.
Yeah,
Just so I could use the whole bed.
I put this on there and not changing anything in the printer,
Mhm.
for not tuning it right away, just slapping it on there. All my ringing went away.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what were you?
Have to wait, dude.
What speed were you printing at on the Chimera?
I was printing it like 40 because that's all I could get.
That's it. Wow. Yeah.
Well, on the Core XY with the Chimera, it's too heavy. I mean, I could print faster, but you get massive ringing.
Yeah. I haven't really noticed that on mine too bad, but I don't go over 60.
Is 40 millimeters a second with the Chimera.
Hmm.
This, which is the same file and everything, I just stretched it to get more cards on it. That's 60 millimeters a second with the Omnia drop.
Mm-hmm.
It's way cleaner. There's
I don't see any
ghosting or anything.
Yep.
And it's pretty much the same otherwise. I mean, there's really... Oh, watch my review. I just did a review the other day on it.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I mean, I've had it about a month. I've really only used it about 2 weeks because this freaking thing keeps breaking. Because I designed it like a freaking moron. Which, actually, I gotta say, I'm seriously considering now with the new towers, the way I did them with the aluminum, I might actually release the files to this now.
Yeah.
It actually works really well now.
Yeah, maybe give me something to do this winter. Because I was thinking about upgrading my other Core XY to a Chimera, but maybe I'll try that one instead.
Yeah, I would go with the Omnia drop over the Chimera. The other thing that I just love about it is manually fed. No more.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to. Yeah.
Old crap.
Yep.
The Chimera kept the wrap. I had my Chimera wrapped today. It did the same thing. I happened to I hit the, load filament, let Marlon warm up, rolled over here. It did it while I was over here, went to go back, and it was all freaking wrapped around the gear.
Oh, man.
I freaking hate that. And then you're pulling it all apart. Oh, yeah, this thing pulls apart easier. It's got the round heater. The round heater is lighter, smaller, same wattage, but heats evenly all the way around the, it's not one-sided. So when the filament goes in, you're not getting an angle of melt zone. You're getting a straighter melt zone.
Hey, Zolan.
There's just a lot of little things I like about it. That the only thing I hate are the frickin' fans. It is loud. It's a rascally raccoon Zoolon.
Hey, sorry, I had to go get my headphones. I just got home from it's raining so hard I couldn't see the tip of my hood on my car.
Damn.
Well, you said there might be a tornado or something, right?
Yeah, there could. We are in a low to moderate risk of tornadoes tonight.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
There you go, Greg. That's with a 0.6 nozzle.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me put you over here. Hold on.
And it's TPU.
The heck? There we go.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
What is the layer height on that?
Perfect, because I
Oh,
haven't
wow.
tuned it in perfectly.
Yeah, that looks
That's
really
a
good.
0.6 nozzle.
That came out nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Zolan, this is on his
There was a
new.
little stringing I cleared off of it, but not very much. Like
And that's
right off the ears.
And that's TPU.
Yeah. It's a hard TPU. It's not a super soft. It's like
it's like a 95.
No, it's about a 90 because I pretty much make them solid where it's so small. I think it's a 90, an 89 or a 90.
Okay.
But it is a harder.
The Overture is 90. Which is why I was wondering.
And this is about the same.
I think Saint Smart and Overture might be the same thing.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
That's why you don't find Saint Smart so much anymore.
Yep.
This is this might actually be a little more soft than the Overture.
Oh man.
Just like a hair. I have a feeling this is like 88, 89, and the Overture is 90. This is actually pretty soft. But yeah, I mean,
Looks good.
That's off of that thing. Look at that.
No stringing either, huh?
No, it's strong. There was definitely stringing.
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't really see it though, unless you remember.
No, he cleaned it off.
Yeah, I cut it off.
So he can't show us what it really looked like.
There wasn't that much. I mean, there was some like from the tip of the nose to the ear to the other ear and back to the tip of the nose because it's it's doing a little circle jerk. But there was like 6 strands, 6 layers of strands at the very end.
Yeah, that's making me laugh as well. That's not what that means.
Yeah.
Well, Wilma's too old to know what that means.
Oh, you kidding? He's old enough when it was. He's probably who helped coin the term.
Yeah. And honestly, I think I can tune everything out of it that I had issues with. It's not perfect.
What's your retraction? Like under 1?
Yeah. It's just 1. He recommends 1 with that.
Okay.
Not
bad.
The Hemera I run at about 0.7.
Yeah, Hemera had to go lower.
That I run at 1, and I may kick it down to 0.7 and speed it up a little or slow it down. Because I originally ran it the first week. I ran it right off the Hemera profiles, and it ran fine.
Yeah.
And the more I try and adjust it for it, the worse it's been getting.
Yeah, leave it alone. Don't fiddle with it.
No, I just got to start from scratch because that's not.
Yeah, I run TPU currently in the Hemera at a 1 for my retraction, and my move before retraction is at a 2. So if it goes more than 2 millimeters, it'll do a retraction.
Yeah. This is off of it.
And we'll get rid of the llama.
You gotta remember, I'm using a 0.6 nozzle too.
Right.
Dropped another one on the freaking floor. Old man fingers suck. But yeah, that's pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, if I started, I might put the 0.4 nozzle on it just for the giggles. It's just once you get used to the 0.6 nozzle and,
it's nice.
Yeah, it's just stuff that takes 4 hours takes an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Great, it should only be a little bit faster, and yet because it's a bigger nozzle, you can actually print a little bit faster because it's not as accurate. So if you lose some accuracy, you don't care because the bigger nozzle hides it.
Right.
Yeah, good trade-offs.
But yeah, I cranked it up to about 60. That's at 60 millimeters a second. Where the Hemera, I couldn't go much above 40, 45 with that without getting naked ringing. And I can go faster. I know I can. I hate ringing. There's nothing that bothers me. The 2 things that really annoy me are like the blobs in the corner. When the corner overshoots and comes back.
Yes. That's what linear advance is for.
Yeah. Well, I just did linear advance on this week.
Yeah.
Like, weekend.
Well, you
actually.
don't need it as much on a direct drive though. It's more for the Bowden drives.
Yeah, it helped a lot.
Yeah.
It helped a lot.
Oh,
That rubber head was after linear advance. The first one.
Was it? Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, here you go. Here's the first one I did without linear advance. I don't know if the white will show up, but that's absolutely horrendous.
Mhm.
Yeah.
looks like we might be
The only
passing storms.
difference- it's the same exact file. The only difference was linear advance.
Linear advance, yeah.
I mean, I literally took the same file off of print and hit print again. It is different material. This is kind of crappy. Part of that is definitely the material too.
You ever try the Push Plastics TPU?
I haven't tried. I used to use Push Plastics a lot. I liked Push Plastics.
Yeah, their stuff's pretty good.
I've never used their TPU. I kind of faded away from them because I started going to more local.
Justin.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, sorry.
they were a cheap.
Well, they're out in Arkansas. Push
Yeah,
Plastics.
well, that was it. That's why I started way back when I started my friendly 3D printing group
Mhm.
and Facebook.
So my house is
They did a bunch
approximately
of
where
good
my
ones
mouse
with
is. So it just passed us.
Oh wow. Well,
I
that's
always
good.
buy their magenta.
Yeah.
Always on sale. It's like $19 a roll,
Yep.
and it's good. And I love the color.
Yeah, I like their blue. They have a really nice blue TPU.
I have never used their TPU.
I use it for phone cases a lot.
Are they still doing a monthly box like everybody else?
Push Plastics?
Push Plastics
I
is
think
doing
so. No, I think they still are. Yeah.
a
I'll
2-roll
check.
box every month. And
Let's
then I
see.
know they started every month, and then I was like, I can't do it every month. They're like,
Yeah, it gets expensive.
would you do it every other month? If it was like $30, you got 2 rolls every other month for $30. And we'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, the push box.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see.
And I don't think they did the every other. They kept the every other month. I think they only
I
did
don't
that
know.
for like 6 months and then faded it out, and they're back to every month.
Mhm.
But
It's
it's
a
2 full rolls.
pre-sale box. You
Oh,
pay ahead, but they have the PLA option and then the specialty option according to kit.
Yeah.
mhm.
I'm currently doing the Pro 5 box, and I'm going to probably cancel it soon. I got way too much filament.
Yeah. My problem with boxes is, one, I don't like samples.
It's
So
not a
I'm
sample. These are full
No,
spools.
I know.
Well, those
That's
are,
why I
but-
thought about doing the push plastics or the Pro 5. I don't like samples, so I'll never do like the maker.
Or the alien box.
I hate to say it, I'd probably never do Josh's either. Although I'd consider doing Josh's because his samples are more than just samples. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, and
3 times the normal length.
if you don't want it to do the samples, you can do just the project.
Which is
Yeah.
what I'm doing now because I got a cabinet full of samples.
I
Yeah.
really wish I had something to stitch freaking samples together, because then I wouldn't mind samples. If you could stick
Yeah.
them together and print out something reasonable with them,
Right. I'm surprised the palette doesn't give you that option.
it does.
For what?
I mean, like to just join rolls together
I did
Yeah.
that. I have a whole spool right up there. I just did.
with
Yeah.
the palette.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
you do
Oh.
is
Yeah.
4 or what's it? Multicolor. One of the
No.
Mhm.
No, there is actually a setting on it for
Yeah.
just specifically for joining filaments
It
together.
doesn't say
Yeah.
that. But
Oh.
No, it does. It does.
It must be a newer feature then.
Hang on, let me put my pants on. I'll grab my camera.
I might find mine.
Nuts.
It's the multi.
Raccoon's got to go put his pants on. No, the
Greg, it's the multi-spool feature. You just tell it
Yes.
no printer.
Oh,
No. There's actually a method where
Well, you
it's
can do it while you're
a
printing, too.
it's a continuous feed. That's not while you're printing. It literally is.
Mhm.
You just tell it which input you
That's
feed
what
in
it-
filament.
That's what multi-spool does.
right. The problem is you got to feed the whole. You're stitching 2 samples
yeah,
together.
the entire
Then you got
roll.
to feed the whole sample through it.
Yeah.
And
know.
you have to sit there spooling the
And
roll.
watch it and spool
Yes.
it. And
That's the
Which-
downside.
someone's
Which is
got,
why-
like, a handheld, like,
Which is why I'm working on actually building a spooler that monitors G code off the pallet.
That would be nice. Let me know when you have that built. I'll buy. I might just buy one.
I was looking for a spooler the other day because I had one of those master spools and it got something happened and it got all messed up, and then I couldn't find one I liked, so I ended up just cutting off about probably 100 grams of filament. But it would be nice if there was and maybe there is, and I just don't know what it is. But
there is, and I'm surprised.
Yeah, I haven't seen one.
I mean, there's homeownery. I've seen guys that like take heater cores, just take a heater core.
Yeah.
Onto a pair of pliers. But then it's got a seam where stitches.
Yep.
You're always going to have that.
Shave at it.
Yeah, I've seen a guy where he just takes a PFT tube, puts the two ends together. Or maybe he heats it and then shoves it in real quick.
Right.
And
the problem is that you're ending up with 2.0, not 1.7, because PTFE tube is 2.0 unless you get Capricorn, and that's 1.9. That's not 1.7.
Yeah, you're not getting the right diameter, but
not only that, if you're kind of aggressive with the lighter, you melt the PTFE.
That's true.
As you're heating up the PTFE tube, it's letting off nasty ass gases.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be breathing that crap. That's worse than freaking solder.
It is, and you'll kill your pet birds or.
You want things you shouldn't be breathing? Silicone conformal coat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I almost puked. I did not realize how nasty that stuff was.
Oh, yeah.
Greg.
Put into the lock.
I can't really see what it is, but can you move it closer?
Hold on.
It looks like a little camera mount.
Oh, yeah.
It's
your headlight. Yeah.
It's a Schwinn bike light with a silicone.
Yeah, strap on.
Oh,
that's cool. You gonna put that on one of your drones?
It was a 2-pack.
Nice. Walmart?
Yep.
Hey, you could put one on the back and one on the front. That is awesome.
They're kind of heavy, though, to be flying on a drone, aren't they?
Hang on.
Not on his drone. Not on his 5-inch, probably.
No.
I'm guessing.
Whoa, that's all over the place. Okay, set it down, then 0.
I'm going to guess 50 grams each. If it's even that.
With the battery and everything?
Yeah, with the battery.
46.
Oh, look at that. 4 grams off. Not bad.
46 grams, and on the big 5-inch, it's not going to be an issue at all.
Yeah.
So you're adding 100 grams to it.
If I run both.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mainly just wanted the white one for as a spot, so I could see what was in front of me until I can afford to get the secondary IR camera.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
Justin.
Yep. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why ideamaker hates me still.
Because your name's Justin.
There you go. You beat me to it, Zolan.
because it knows you want to put the G code into a printer that might catch fire.
True. No, I'm still getting over extrusion after triple checking my E steps.
Switchboarding.
Using exactly Warcocky's stuff, and it's just not working.
Are you using the override?
The omit raise touch or the change G code? Which one?
No, the ideamaker one. Go all the way to your advanced tab on the top right. It's almost the last one.
Hold on.
It's either advanced or
override filament settings with a 95% flow rate.
You got it at 95 because I usually put it at 92.
It varies. Everyone has a different.
Yeah. Well, it depends on your extruder too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a different hot end on this one.
But
maybe not this one. I have a P3D. For what I'm doing, it likes this. So I don't know why.
Yeah, the advanced tab, override filament settings. I got it at 92 for both of my printers.
Massive over extrusion. It's like I M503 my E steps and it matches. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, any weird thing going on with the flow or anything?
Let me double check. I don't think so.
Go with the flow. So I got to figure out what resistor I need to use to go from 9 volt to a LED that is 3 to 3.2 volt forward.
LED calc, I could tell you right now.
Oh,
So what's your supply voltage?
9.
9, and you said your
9.
well, what do you need your LED to be?
Forward volt. VF is 3 to 3.2.
Okay.
What do
But
you
I'm
have
going
your
to be running multiple LEDs.
What do you have your extrusion with that there?
0.45.
Huh?
0.45.
That's a little wide.
Not for what I'm doing.
Any idea what the current is?
It's probably why you're over.
Stop.
Probably.
The
Stop.
IF is 20 milliamps.
Okay, 20. That's not much.
No, these
And
are
how many?
babies.
2 LEDs?
I am going to be looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow.
This is why.
All right, so you're gonna need 4 150 ohm resistors, and then you just run them all, basically all in
Series?
series. Yep.
I don't know if I have 50 ohm.
Well, maybe I
No,
will.
150. 150.
I don't think I have 150 either.
Mm.
I have 100K, I have 1K, 10K, and what are these?
This.
I don't know what these are.
Yeah, you want to put one resistor in front of 2 LEDs, and you do the 2 in series.
These are 1K as well.
Okay.
So,
Well, there's probably other circuits you could do too. Let's see. Go down to 4.
series and parallel and stuff like that.
yeah, my resistors might just be too big.
Yeah, you probably have 1 watt resistors. Are they the blue ones or the
Yeah, they're
the
blue.
tan ones? Oh, blues are 1/4 watt. So, but it doesn't really matter. You can use a bigger spec resistor.
I
It's
have
just
two,
the
so I
resistance.
should
is what
have
you need.
220 ohm in here somewhere.
That might work too. I mean, if anything, you would just get a little bit lighter
No,
or a little bit dimmer light if you use a bigger resistor like that. You just don't want it so big that you don't get any light.
Aha.
Right, so I
Brown,
cut
black,
my
black,
Yep.
red, red. Yep, that's this one. 220 ohm. Okay.
Yeah, I'd try that, but make sure you look at that LED calc because you want to put 2 in series if you're going to use that resistor.
Okay.
I bet this is the whole.
And is that 2 in series for one LED or for all 9?
No, just for 2 LEDs in series with the resistor, and then the other ones would be in parallel to that, if that makes sense.
It probably does to somebody who knows what they're doing.
So,
You might
I'm
have to
trying
pull out the Greg CAD there and
here,
give
wait.
him a
Let me just show you the
schematic.
screenshot. Yeah, if you go to LED calc, you know what? I'll put it in our Discord.
Okay.
So, I'll just show you. Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord with all 8. It'll make sense when you see the circuit diagram.
Red. I don't have black. Yeah, I do. There it is.
Trying to find some Fadus Dragon socks. I have one. The sock finally fell apart. And I don't know where to get another sock. Besides, the J can pay for an international shipping.
Yeah, you could try that too. Michael has an idea. Put all 4 LEDs in series without the current limiting resistors.
Oh, yeah. So basically use the LEDs as my resistors.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have so then I would have 2 parallel runs with 4 LEDs each.
Mm-hmm. I think that would probably work.
Well, I got 100 here, so if I blow a few, it doesn't matter. And these are long lead positive. Okay. So, first things first, to make this easier on me, grab a breadboard.
Yeah, it's probably easier to blow it up on a breadboard than get it all done and blow one up.
Exactly. I can hold off on the soldering for a little bit. I even have a brand new one.
No.
Son of a bitch, I forgot to put those on.
Well, it sucks when you forget to put your underwear on.
Yeah. I thought I only needed to clean my underwear. Now I need to clean my pants too.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Hey, Zolan,
Lite-Tech 4-in-1 RF module. I forgot about this.
what color are those LEDs you're putting in? And those are blinking ones, right?
Multicolor slow change.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the voltage drop is typically on
I did that so
those
that way
exact ones.
I didn't have to worry about an Arduino or anything.
Yeah.
Have you seen the LED things that what the hell's his name? Big Clive does? The big panels and everything?
Nope.
They were pretty cool.
Let's see if this it cut my E-steps in half. I read through some of the Bondtech firmware, and they changed their microstepping to 16. So that may have caused
that could do it. Yeah.
easily. So I
Four times
could
the
just change
extrusion.
it back, but
Oh, that would be parallel.
they moved it from 32 to 16. So I mean that could be why.
Oh, okay. Twice. Yeah.
Over extrusion, but even that's massive. But we're printing now, and it already sounds better, which is good because then I can actually print reliably on them.
So positive to neg, positive to neg. Oh, I can't do that with a breadboard.
All you people and your problems.
Actually, yes, I can.
Y'all got problems.
Yeah, just stack them vertically.
Me and
That
Greg
makes
just sit
sense.
here and fix everybody else's problems. Oh wait, I'm not doing a damn thing. I'm not even fixing anyone else's problems. I'm just being an ass. Crap.
Okay. Where is my board? There it is. I have a nice little board here. I love this little board.
Get the board. Looks like a board.
It's a it's got a barrel connector and a USB. You can choose your voltage. So I could actually set this to 3.3 volts, but I'm not putting this inside the thing, so that doesn't work.
Excuse me.
Right.
Soda burp.
Oh, yes, that is actually Zolan, Michael. And you links up top. Pop in, by the way.
Hey, Michael.
Night.
Okay, so where I go?
Yeah, today here it was trying to figure out whether it was going to snow or rain today.
I wonder if I could pull the nozzle off the mirror without plugging it all in and heating it
That ain't
up.
gonna work.
Only if you have a slice mosquito.
I don't need a sliced mosquito.
No,
I'm not trying to install it unheated. I want to take it off unheated.
I can't remember if this breadboard has voltage going all the way through or not.
Oh,
Just
it's one of
get
those.
your, usually it's on the outside. They run vertical. So the two on the two rows of holes on the outside. Yeah, if that makes sense. I can't explain anything.
Oh no, that makes sense. Yes, it's the
Yeah.
holes on the inside that
Those are
line.
those go the other direction. Those go horizontal. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, those
So,
aren't
and
bus.
Got film in it too.
Let's move this one.
Can I keep that same plug for the thermistor?
So what you would do is,
I'm bending a pin to bridge.
yeah, I could get mine out, but I don't know where I put them. Mine's buried somewhere.
All right, Cat, go lay down.
There, that should work. And then I can be evil and use that.
Oh, there they are.
I wonder if I can get enough money to sell both my Himeras to get another.
Omni drop.
See what happens.
I'm seriously considering it, dude. It really is.
Yeah, that good.
The only thing that, where it's 3D printed, my only concern is longevity. But honestly, this thing's already not longevity. It's annoying. I love it, but it's annoying. Changing filament with this thing is obnoxious. And anything that, longevity wear on that, I can just print new ones of.
Fair enough.
My brain's not working.
And it's so much lighter. This thing is like a brick. I don't want to
that
get
motor's heavy.
I do love them. They work pretty well when they work.
Well, yeah, and I think E3D finally figured out what all the issues were. Right? I mean, I know the gears were kind of cracking initially. On some of them,
but they haven't really changed anything. They just got better gears made.
Yeah,
they didn't change the gearing. They didn't change the drive teeth that make it wrap up and around itself when it frickin' retracts.
Yeah,
when you change film, that's my biggest thing. Is like I love mid print changing to get the color change and stuff, and you can't do that with this. It's just not worth it. You got a 50-50 chance of it working.
I've never had an issue on mine, but I also use Duet, and instead of waiting on, because with Marlin, for some reason, if you try to change it from Octoprint, you're waiting forever.
Yes.
But if you do it with Duet, you can speed it up. It's a lot faster.
Yeah, it's still round because this was on a Duet originally, and I had more.
Was it?
Yeah, I had Duet on there originally. I just converted that about a month ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
I got rid of the Duet. Duet drove me nuts.
See, I love the Duet. I like it so much more than Marlin.
I don't. I'll tell you what. I'm definitely getting better prints out of it now that I went to the Marlin and the SK. And I don't think it's the Duet in the sense there's anything wrong with it. I just think it's
just what you know, right?
I think the slicers tune easier to a Marlin-based printer.
Yeah. I could see
I was getting problems, and the prints were never very good off of that thing with the. I also had a 0.8 nozzle on it, so there is that.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah, well, I started with a 0.8 nozzle with this too. I went down to the 0.6, and then this is actually a 0.4 on it. I had for the last month, and then I got that, and I put a 0.6 on it.
I've had good luck with 0.6 on with wood filament.
Yeah.
But when I used it for regular prints, I never really, I don't know, I wasn't using the optimal, nozzle width and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I know you got to tweak that a little bit.
Yep. It actually sucks in with it. It seems to with a direct drive. Mm-hmm. All mine, I got like I was just talking to Justin. My extrusion width is 6.2.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, I sold the Duet board. It went to Walter. Bought it.
How is Walter doing these days? I know he had some health things going on. Does he seem to be doing all right now?
Yeah, he just went on vacation.
That's good.
He did. I don't care. I don't believe in COVID. Drive across the country.
Nice. Oh, so he's doing great.
Until he gets back and he's got COVID.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
He's not. I mean, he's just going to see his. I guess he's going to see his son or something for Thanksgiving. He's not. He's not stupid about it. You know what I mean?
Nah. No.
One of few.
He wears his mask, and he's not. He thinks it's all a conspiracy theory, but he's not. He knows it's there and it's real. It's just he thinks it's overplayed, which it is to some extent.
And we're walking the line of politics with that.
Yeah. I know. I'm not saying anything.
Actually, see, I look at it. That's where it annoys me because I don't think it is politics. It's medicine.
Yes, but the problem is
Here's the
politics.
difference. I don't see this politics. I see this as a medical issue.
Oh, nice.
The politics
Light
are
speeds,
just
Chief flew to
on
Phoenix.
top.
Oh, and you guys shared a water bottle. Sweet. So, and everybody's fine. Oh man, Phoenix sounds nice this time of year. I used to go there, Tempe, Arizona, all the time, where I used to work. There's an office out there.
I fixed it.
Uncle was supposed to come up, and with the whole COVID thing, didn't he? Moved down to Phoenix, and
I've heard they're in record heat though this year.
Yeah.
I think it was still. Somebody told me like 110, 115 last week, which
Nice.
that's crazy for November.
yeah, my uncle moved down there with my aunt, and
Hmm.
my aunt died in January, and my father died
Oh.
in April. Neither one of them, with the whole thing. So he was going to come up this spring, summer, fall sometime, and have a little, family get together / funeral-y thing.
Yeah.
Of course,
Oh,
it never happened.
Durr.
What'd you do?
I plugged this into the wrong side of the breadboard,
Normal.
so my positive and negatives were backwards.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, as long as you didn't see any magic smoke.
It would have just been LEDs.
Yeah.
They smoke. I've done
Yeah,
it.
they do. They do. And they are diodes, so they're good at resisting current in the wrong direction. But,
I've smoked freaking LEDs before. They go boom. They actually pop.
yeah, they
popcorn.
can. Yeah, if you get
We
them.
used to do that in the electronics class. We would take a 9-volt battery and the LEDs when we were done with the project, make them explode.
Yep.
They'll just blow the end right off of it.
Yeah.
I actually, not knowing, because I still don't know exactly what was wrong, but I had my quadcopters all take 7.2, battery voltage.
Yeah.
And
So
I went
2S.
I went to put an LED from one into the other, two different brands and everything, and I'm assuming that the LED and the one I was trying to replace was just a single one, and I was trying to put this other one with like a board of like 4 or 5 of them. Like, cool, I'll put that in this new quadcopter, and it'll be brighter and it'll be a bar, and I can actually see the direction. It's not just a spot up in the sky. It's a strip of them, so you can see what direction it's pointing. And plugged it in, went pop. I was like, well, there must have been some kind of kickdown or something going to that LEDs on the other board.
So Lightspeed, my information must have been wrong. I heard that from somebody who said they had family out there or went there recently. But
Yeah, they're still hot there though.
yeah, Llama. That's funny you mentioned that. I know. I was actually on my drone channel. This was probably 4 or 5 years ago. I was doing a build, my first hexacopter build, and I remember I had the polarity reversed on one of my LEDs, and then I was like, "Oh, magic smoke," and so it was like, "Oh, that was fun to watch." But yeah, so sure enough, can't get that smoke back in there either.
Nope. Oh, these things went up like it literally sounded like popcorn popping in there.
Yeah.
So
like,
this little adapter does a 3.3 volt. So I was able to run just one, and it works.
Yep, you're good.
But that's not what I want.
Yeah, you want all 8 of them, right?
He wants it freaking lit up like a goddamn.
Yeah, just try doing like Michael was saying, do 4 in series and then run your 9-volt.
Yeah, the series is what's throwing me.
Okay,
I don't know
well,
why. My brain's having a hard time with
let's
that.
look at your breadboard here.
Because I took the positive leg, I shoved it into the positive line, and then stretched it out to go to one of the lines.
Well, do you have any jumper wire? Because
yeah, I do.
Yeah, just use that for the power source. And then what you want to do is just walk them all horizontally, and then put one leg in the row above it, which would be the positive leg, and then one leg below that, which would be the negative leg, and then
so they just go down in a little diagonal pattern.
He's putting blue tape on that bed. I see it.
Yeah, that I don't see. It's hard to see, but
The problem
that
might be the
should-
fact that it's putting out 5 volts out of the board, not 9.
yeah, you need 9. Otherwise, you're not going to see anything. Yep.
Exactly. So I got to.
Don't
find
you have
my
a bench supply or?
in the other room, and
Yeah.
it's got all my charging stuff attached to it. I don't
Oh
know
yeah.
about that.
Okay. Just get a 9-volt battery.
I got a 9-volt battery. I just got to get a better
There you
jumper.
go. Yep.
He put blue tape on that flex plate. I saw it.
That's correct.
Blue tape for the win. Woohoo!
That
Yeah.
just pissed people off.
Well, some people print right on that plate, right?
Yeah.
I don't. I always use my PEI or textured PEI.
Yeah. The PEX that's on there, I don't know. It's
You need to burn it.
Oh, there's
hot.
PEX on it. Yeah, that's stuff's
too hot.
really
It's
strong
really-
in there.
I love the packs when it works, but you
Mhm.
gotta, like with PLA, you gotta have the bed at like 70 for PLA to stick to
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it releases.
I want the negative.
yeah. I pretty much have to like clean it and hit it with the steel wool every time I go to print with it.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems with it working, and once I figured out I needed to crank the temperature up, and that's why I stopped using it. It's like, why am I, for one, just wasting the energy of cranking the bed up that hot
Yeah.
when you don't need to?
I think I finally got them all out of it, but you can kind of see where I had all the bubbles in it.
Yeah,
So that
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
help out much either. And I have an IR sensor, so that doesn't work too well on this. It actually sees right through it.
So 4 is too much.
Oh. So that means the voltage drop is probably a little different than what we thought for those particular LEDs.
And let's see what happens
You know how
with
you
3.
stop the IR sensor, dude?
What you say?
You know how you stop the IR sensor? If you know approximately where it's going to hit every time, you use a permanent marker and just put a dot wherever the IR sensor is going to hit. Trip the IR sensor early.
So banks of 3 will work.
There you go.
And it'll also transfer to your print. So if you're really cool, you can write backwards on your bed. People don't realize that. If you take a permanent marker and you write back, upside down,
Oh,
when you
my.
print on it, it'll pop off. So when you look at your print, you have writing on it. Like you make smiley faces. I used to do it all the time.
Banks
Put a
of
smile, take a magic marker and put smiley faces on your bed, print over it, and then pop it off, and the smiley face is stuck to the bottom of the print.
The next time my buddy needs me to print something, I'm gonna draw dicks on it, and
Yep, there you go.
so all of his parts have dicks on them.
Yep. Dick, is he a dickhead?
No,
You're a dickhead.
I'm pretty sure you just laugh at it.
I've actually thought about doing Billy Rubin's, textured for the first couple layers thing, but making it outlines of dicks. so you wouldn't notice unless you looked at the bottom in just the right light.
Okay. I want to try velocity painting again. I got into that for a little bit way back when he first, the dude first introduced it, and then it kind of faded away.
It's when you change the print speed.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
like pattern on the sidewall. It's
Mhm.
kind of obnoxious to set up, but from what I understand, he's actually tuned it in pretty well. You can't really do it with a Bowden, from what I understand either, because the Bowden, takes the back pressure off some of it.
Yeah.
So when you start ramping it up and slowing it down, it doesn't change the filament feed as much.
Hey, Robbie Mac.
Hey, it's a McDonald's Robbie Mac.
Who let Mac in?
Is it a Robbie Mac and cheese, or is it just a Robbie Mac?
It's a Robbie Mac and go to the restroom.
Yeah, Marcel, I think the V2 Ender 3 is pretty similar. I believe they both have the Meanwhile power supplies, right? I think that's the main difference between that and the
How many Ender models are there now? There's like
Too many.
6 Ender 3s for crying out loud.
For
Yeah.
the Enders itself, there are 6 currently that are the base level names, and then you have the Plus versus the Pros, and then the V2s, V1s.
Yeah. And what's the difference between an Ender and a CR? They're all fucking same thing.
Price.
I will tell you though.
I think every time I go like watch one of those Creality streams, like,
I know.
We don't know. Our engineers just tell us that's what it is, so that's what we advertise.
I know the CR10S that I had. That thing. I mean, I printed nonstop for like 2 years on it, but I did replace the power supply 2 times. Then I finally put a Meanwell in it. I gave it to a 14, 15-year-old kid down the street, and he's been printing on it for 2 years. So it's definitely or at least a year. I don't think it's been out that long, but it's definitely a workhorse. Now the Ender, I can't say that for the Ender.
Oh, mine's a workhorse, but mine's also stock.
Yeah, yours is a Franken Ender.
Yep.
The new CR6 or Ender 6 or whatever it is.
Yeah, the Core XY.
It's just not gonna cut it.
I'm surprised they kept the V wheels on it, man. Because I mean, you got 8. On both sides, you got 4 V wheels, like moving the gantry. That just seems really inefficient. Like, why not just put rails or rods?
Rods, LMUs are worse than.
Yeah, true. With those, well, if you get the long ones,
they're not going to put linear rails on it.
Nah. Yeah. Well, but V wheels, man, I don't know.
V wheels are not bad if they're done right. The biggest things V wheels
use them. Yeah.
The biggest, mine are all V wheels. I went to V wheels. I got rid of the LMUs because LMUs.
Yeah, those bearings get
really
messed
expensive. Masui or whatever their name is. They rattle. They never match the rod proper.
They get noisy and they leave grooves too, or they can't.
Yeah, well, if you don't oil them right.
Yeah.
Grease. Everyone oils them with the sewing machine oil, and that's like the worst thing.
Nah.
I use the PTFE with
Super lube.
Oil runs down to the bottom and pools.
The
bottom 2 races get oil, and the top 2 don't.
Yeah, I just use the super lube, pack them, and But I've got rails now. I'll tell you what, Ziltech. Yeah, Ziltech's got some good rails. They're like they're definitely not like they're probably like the high winds, not quite as good, but not bad.
Yeah, I hear they're decent, but they rust a lot.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you keep them dry.
Done a lot of linear rails in industry style quality, and I don't like them because they jam way too easy.
The rails in general?
Actual linear rails, especially with those little balls, everyone thinks they're stiff and they're accurate, and they are. Don't get me wrong.
They are.
They're way more accurate than anything else. The problem is the littlest bit of dust.
Yeah. It gets grimy. Yep.
And it's all over. And even, an LMU is a pain to clean out, but you can do it. Those things you can't clean out. You take it apart and you got balls all over the place. And
I had to buy a pack of balls.
They are. That's why I went to wheels. I tried linear rails on here for like a week, and I had total problems with them.
Well, nothing maintenance free. I mean,
squared. And I tried linear rails, and I hated the linear rails. They were sloppy and noisy. And I went to V wheel, and haven't had a problem.
I went away from V wheel because I was having problems with mine. They would crack. They would. I even bought the $60 polycarbonate ones, and they would. The
problem people have with V wheels is they over tighten them. Just snug so they don't wobble. If you pick it up and you tilt it, it should just smoothly roll down. It shouldn't go. It should go and drop right down.
Right, just like a rail or a LMU would.
Yeah. And you always see these guys like, oh, yeah, they're terrible. Look, I got this groove in my V wheel and the white powder is everywhere because the wheel's wearing out. Yeah, you got to way over tighten, dude. Because I've got some here that are 3 and 4 years old that have been using. They don't look like that. The 2 things I do is I clean it regularly, at least once or twice a week. You just wipe the rail down and you wipe the wheel with a paper towel, you're done. Which I do with LMUs too, or linear rails. So that's just normal maintenance care, no matter what your system.
Yep.
I mean, if you're in a clean area, linear rails are by and far the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, LMUs just suck.
Yeah, LMU. I'll agree with you on that. And I know Prusa still
I
has them
know.
on a lot of theirs, and I
Huge.
They're better. Oh, they're
Can't
so much
stand
better than Moraka. It's like you could literally take it and rattle it on the rail.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, then you get the Masuis. That's all. You just gotta get. If I'm going to get a Masui rod,
just get a rail.
I might as well get linear rails because it's
Yeah,
cheap.
exactly. Yeah.
The freaking bearings, the Masui bearings are what, $15 a pop?
Yeah.
6 or 8 of them for each, or 4 of them at least for each, you know, axis.
3 for each axis for me and 4 for the Z.
I saw Josh is putting
rods, which are wicked expensive.
Did you see those ones Josh is putting on his new printer?
Yeah.
Was it Tesseract? The
Delrin. Fan of that stuff either.
Yeah. I wonder how well
That's another clean room. It's okay if you're in a real dirty location.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's self-lubricating, but the crap still gets in there.
Yep.
And it still gets dragged back and forth and up and down and up and down and up and down. And it's going to scratch, fill in, pot mark, whatever.
Yep. You're going to have to replace them.
That's the Omni Drop's actually made of that. The bearing, he prints them out of that IGUS material.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the drive gears are IGUS gears, which, that's encased, so it's clean.
Yeah.
It's not sealed, but it's basically
until it slides on the rod or the rail.
Yeah. Well, that's the gears in the Omnia Drop. The actual gears.
Oh, you're talking about in the extruder, yeah.
Yeah. That planetary gear thing is really cool. I like it.
Yeah, that 5-to-1 ratio, you don't see 5-to-1 too often.
Yeah, I think
most stuff's 3-to-1.
I think he designed it, and that's what it came out to. And he's like, "Cool."
Yeah.
I don't think he thought about what gear ratio he wanted. He just made it all work with the parts he had available. I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know, but it is. I love it. Yeah, it's a good extruder. So far, I'll tell you what. I like it more now than I liked my Hemera after a month.
Yeah.
And I like Hemera.
I love my Hemeras.
I'll take a Hemera over the BMG and a V6 any day. I know it's
BMG was a lot slower on TPU. That was my big reason for going with the Hemera.
Well, you end up with a freaking 6-month filament path. You can't
it's huge.
do that with TPUs and have any kind of reliability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, LDO linear rails.
Yeah,
if I could get them cheap enough, I'd probably do linear rails, but they're just.
Let's go Ziltech. I'm telling you, they're good.
They're still not cheap. What are they? $35 a rail?
Yeah, with the cartridge. Yep, about that. Depending on the length.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 rails at $35 a piece.
Yeah, it adds up. I think I did I just did my X and Y on the Hypercube, and I converted it over. I think it was right around $100.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 basically. I'd probably put 8 because I'd probably put a double rail on the X.
Mm-hmm.
Actual carriage, so it'd be one top and bottom and keep it a little more stable.
Oh, you wouldn't need that. You can span about 500, 600 easily.
It's the off angle droop.
Oh,
your extruder's out here and it's held here, so it ends up doing this.
Oh, you're saying like a sag on the gantry?
Yeah. Well, the X on a Core XY.
Yeah.
And let you put the extruder motor on top somehow and then have it droop down, which is the one thing you actually can do with a BMG and a V6.
Yeah.
You turn the motor sideways, put it on top of the
Yeah, that's how I run mine. Yep.
You can't do that with something like this. It's hanging off the side.
Yeah, that's how I do mine. It works pretty well.
It's all like that.
Yeah. See, that's. I guarantee you're getting odd wear because the whole thing's like leaning on the bearings wrong. Mm-hmm. So if the bearings riding a race.
That's the rail core, right?
The upper outer and the lower inner are getting more and more on the track because it's trying to twist it. It's not just carrying it. I mean, you'll probably never notice it in the life of the printer. It probably won't make a particle of difference.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You'll long have gotten rid of that printer before you have.
Plus, you can buy a bag of those bearings for like $2.
Where's my $2? I got to download that movie.
Yeah, I might replace mine eventually, but I lost a few because I had cut my rails in the, with one of those chop saws because I needed them a little shorter, and I was like taking forever trying to get this thing on. They just keep popping off. I eventually lined it up just right, but that was kind of a pain. Yeah. But it was really my fault, because the channel just wasn't as clean. Just on the edge.
When I got these, I got an extra set of bearings with the printer.
Yeah.
And there was a thing that was in it that kind of held all the bearings in, and you could just slide it right on the rail.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was like 3D printed or something like that, but it was
cool.
It's just a little piece of plastic rail that you up to the end of the rail.
Where was that when I was doing my rails upgrade? I guess I should have looked for that. Oh well. I only lost like 5 bearings, and I found 3 of them, so I think I'm too short. But it's fine.
We used to use linear rails to put down freaking I-beams in houses and stuff. And we had
really?
And we didn't have a crane. Oh. Now we're talking industrial. Like the cart on the thing is 3 or 4 foot long, and the rail is like an I-beam, and it's kind of gnarly pieced together.
Makes sense.
When you're working in the center of Boston trying to put a modular home up, the chances of you getting a crane in there and shutting down Route 3 into Boston is not going to happen. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I bet you won't print because I didn't plug in the...
And that's the other thing I really don't like about the rail core is there's no support for that center linear rail. Those rails are not made to hold themselves. They're supposed to be like bolted to something.
Yeah. But the one thing I will say about it is that's a pretty short distance. So I'm wondering how much that would actually affect it. I would definitely want to try it with the support.
Hey, Google, turn off the living room light.
I would like to see what it would be like with that.
Google, have Zola knock all his crap off his desk. Look, it worked. Hey, he's got them working. They're flashing or something flash, or you just burn them out instantaneously.
I'm having a hard time touching the battery with the wire.
That's that Christmas thing. I thought you were still working on the quadcopter. That's cool. Or is that what you were doing with the LEDs? Was making that? Oh, look, they're changing colors and shit. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, Lightspeed, I believe it. Mine's fan's about 500. On one rail, and there's no sag, and I've got a Hemera on mine. So, I think they say you can go up to easily 500, maybe even 1,000. There's a guy that's done some testing on that, but
it's not. I mean, I'm sure they do, and they're fine.
Hey, Google,
trying to do that.
Turn on the bedroom light. Wrong one. Hey, Google, turn on the living room light.
Hey Google, set the alarm to 3:30 a.m.
Can't hear you.
And play horror music for the alarm.
Headphones.
He's got his headphones on.
Yeah, I know. It was.
But somebody doesn't, so somebody's just got some alarms.
Hey Google, set the living room light to 100%.
We did that to Wiley one day. He was when he fell asleep in his chair. And he had it set up like I did, so the speaker worked. We were freaking screwing with his Google, or actually, I think he had the other one there, whatever it is, Alexa. I can't remember now, but we were all like, "Hey Google," because he had that stupid voice to text to voice thing. Type something in chat. It spoke it. Remember when Riley did that?
Hang on, let me get mine so I can mute it real quick because I don't want it to hear me.
We used to do all smiley faces And then it'd be like,
So there is a new feature you can do. Things like, "Hey Google, broadcast screw you," and it will tell all the Google
Oh, what was that?
all the Google lights in all the Google homes and stuff in the house will say, "Screw you,"
Oh,
at the
geez.
same time.
it's even
I
worse.
thought it just dropped your light. I was impressed.
No.
My brother brought a Google Home for my mother to try from his house, and I didn't realize that even if you're not on the same network, once you tie them together, they're still tied together.
Yep.
So this was still tied to his house.
Oh crap! My
So I
phone
was,
heard
like,
me, so
doing
it just
stuff like,
broadcasted
Google,
that across
flash
all the
lights
devices.
in the kitchen.
My phone
light
heard
would be
me, so it just
off.
every Google in my house just said "screw you" because my phone heard me.
Yeah.
Good job, Zolan.
Google just screwed Zolan. Yeah.
I've only got one, and mine's an Amazon Alexa, and
I
I
have.
don't know. I don't want more listening devices in my home.
Yeah, I don't get
That
it.
was
I
a
mean,
weird echo.
Yeah.
Echo,
who is
echo,
that?
echo, 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 echo.
I'm
Who's
not
that?
so lazy I can't get up and turn the light on. Sorry, it's just not important to me. Like,
Well,
my
my
brother
basement-
put it in the basement for my mother, and it's kind
Still
of
echoing.
convenient where she's getting old, but
Yeah, basement for me is the only room that has the smart lights, so that's where the Alexa is.
So the only person not wearing headphones is Llama.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the echo's got to be coming from Llama.
no echo coming from me. Never is.
Well, it was echoing for a bit there, but
It still is.
It's new then because it's never echoed before.
yeah, it is a little bit new. It wasn't echoing before.
What's interesting is he doesn't echo, but
Yeah.
everybody else does.
Then it might be me. Well, if I'm not echoing, it's because my
Echo.
mic gets me echoing.
Nope, still hear it.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, when I mute my thing, it's not doing anything.
All right, let's do this one at a time. Hold on.
Where's the echo?
All right. Zolan, unmute and talk.
Okay.
Okay, it's gone. Keep talking.
Huh? What?
Llama, unmute. Llama, unmute.
You may have to unmute him yourself. There we go. No, it ain't Llama.
Okay, go and mute yourself, Llama. Greg?
Hello.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Nope.
Hello. I don't think it's me.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah,
Shane?
yeah. I just unmuted myself.
And
Llama?
no.
Oh, it's Justin.
No? It's,
How could it be Justin?
it's not.
And the echo's gone.
It's gone. What in the world?
Yeah.
Llama.
Yeah, because I got it software done, so maybe the software went glitchy for a minute.
That's weird. Like we all mute and it's all gone.
Yeah, it may just needed to reset it. So
It was probably the CPU cycles were overused and not catching up.
because I actually have it double. Because StreamYards does it, but my Mac does it too. So it never gets any echo through at all.
Yeah, the only person I did not hear echo through all that was Llama.
Which usually means it's me echoing then.
Marcel says it was him. It was Marcel.
I'm going to blame it on Warkaki.
Why not?
It's Warkaki echoing. He was hacking in the background.
Oh, you know what it was? It was when Zolan sent the Google note out.
Yep.
Google's messing with us.
Yep.
It was that's it. Zolan's Google was echoing.
So Zolan, I added the Hacko 898 to my Christmas list. So
Cool.
we'll see if anybody gets it for me. That's the only thing I can think of.
So
that I needed to replace tool wise.
yeah, house. Every room in this house has an Alexa and a Google.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
Hey
And-
Alexa, tell Google to call Alexa.
and every now
No, I
and then,
know. But
I do when I get bored. I'll
They get chatty.
have one say the name of the other, and yeah, through the whole house. Eventually, I get this cacophony of I don't know what to do.
there was a dude who did I know it was fake, but he did like a YouTube where he had Alexa, Siri, and Google all like arguing in his living room.
Oh, I've done it. I've done it.
They were all like, they
Don't
were
forget
literally having
Cortana.
he got it going, and they were literally having their own conversation. Because
So Cortana
he set it up so like one would say something.
I think
that
I
would
saw
make
that
sense to the others, and they would hear it. And
So how I did it is I changed Cortana's call word to something else because that was the only one you could do that at the time.
Yeah.
You're freaking out now, Zon.
I am.
You're doing the blackout screen. It just
Somebody turn on the microwave.
Looks fine to me.
Yeah, that's
it
fine.
just
Now.
flashed gray. Did the gray screen flash thing?
Yeah, I was doing it every once in a while, but I stopped doing it. So
It only did it the once. So
yeah.
Is Cortana still around, or did
Nope.
Microsoft kill it?
They're killing her.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
what the hell even was Cortana? Who did that?
Cortana
It was
the assistant from Halo.
Halo.
they
It came from
decided to-
Halo.
Yep, that they decided to turn into an actual personal assistant. Windows 10 still actually has Cortana if you enable it, but
That's right. That was from the game.
Yeah.
it's disabled by default now. I actually really liked Cortana, but whatever.
I used to have a Windows phone, and I remember using it.
I had the Nokia.
Yeah.
I loved my
one?
Nokia Windows phone.
The Lumia.
Yes.
920.
Oh, you flashed again.
Hey, Llama.
Anyone flashing this?
I'm just letting you know. I don't know if it's something you can fix. Fuck you too, bitch.
All right, let's see. How do I fix that? And where'd he go?
Freaking giant.
Got to put you guys together now. Or should I separate you? I probably should separate you guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Shane.
Shane's putting gloves
He's
on.
putting the gloves
We're
on.
in trouble.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Wait a minute. Okay, you can't get me. I'm protected.
Now we can watch the one work.
Yeah, I completely forgot I had a resin print sitting on the printer still. So
How dare you?
God damn it.
Oh, boy. I really should print something on a llama core now that it's all back together, but it's almost 10 o'clock at night, so why bother?
Who's private chatting? Oh. Who private chatted YouTube link? I don't know. Not paying any attention.
Wasn't me.
It was Shane. We put something up there. I don't even know what it was.
yeah.
It was a YouTube link.
Oh, this is my first resin failure.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
See it.
Well,
hot break. Hot mess. Is that what it was? Hot mess.
yeah. Well, I printed half the bed.
Oh.
There should have been 10 on there, not just the 5.
Well,
And what's weird is these are all perfect. Like, there's nothing wrong with them.
Probably lost adhesion. I've had that happen a few times. I know when in the winter, or at least when it starts cooling down, if it's not like 60, 70, even if it's only a few degrees cooler than normal, it seems like I lose adhesion easier on resin.
Yeah, it makes sense because this is the first time this is also a different resin that I'm using.
did you love
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you might
But,
need to turn up your cure time a little bit too.
Yeah, that might be what it is. It's also when I'm doing stuff inside of the little vat there, it's doing weird colors. So
Oh,
I'm wondering if it's separated because I did have it sit for like a day or so before I printed the next thing. So,
maybe there's like little chunks of cured resin that are in there that can cause problems. Yeah, and Robbie Max says to check the FEP.
yeah,
If
I
there's
got
nothing on the
there's stuff on the FEP. So
And you can check your screen too. So maybe you lost half your screen, is what he said.
That'd
What
be
is
wonderful.
it? Yeah, is it a Mars by any chance?
Yep.
Yeah, that's unfortunately their LCDs fail pretty.
That would suck
It's-
because this is like the 4th or 5th print I've gotten off of it since I got it. After having
yeah.
Kind of glad I didn't buy a Mars now. I didn't know.
Shouldn't be that soon. Usually you get about 200 hours out of them before.
Yeah. Well, I got a spare screen because the screen on my AnyCubic piece of shit went bad. I thought it was a screen that went bad because the screen separated on me because the previous owner, because I got it used, owner let resin cure underneath the display.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's bad.
Yeah, so I thought it was that, so I got a new screen. Put the new screen in. Now I'm getting all these error codes that I have no idea what they are, and their support is less than useless or more than useless, whichever way you want to go.
You had it right the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like resin for some things, but usually for me it's more trouble than it's worth, unless I'm doing something really highly detailed, which is pretty rare these days.
Yeah, these high detailed stuff, that's just so amazing. Like minis and stuff.
Yeah, I still haven't got around to printing that Luby 3D chess set she released. I think it was last year. Have you seen that yet? It's pretty nice. Like really high quality.
So how do I get it off the FEP without destroying the FEP? Or do I replace the FEP?
You can use a plastic spatula. Are you saying there's stuff stuck on the FEP?
Yeah.
Yeah, just use if you have like a plastic, I don't know, some kind of plastic thin scraper tool. That's probably the best way. You don't want to use anything that could potentially, cause a leak on it. Can you try using your fingers just to see if it moves around? Just use yeah. You might be able to just gently move them around. Just make sure you rinse it out real good when you get them out. Yeah, put IPA in there too. Yep. Yeah, so pour out the resin. I would strain it too if you can.
Yeah, I strained what was in there out already, so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just pour some IPA in there and let it set a few minutes and scrape it with your fingers or your plastic scraper. It's a good idea.
At least in the meantime, I could just use my AnyCubic one since that printer no longer works.
Yeah, I think it's the same size bed, isn't it? Yeah.
If you're going to strain it, you need to take it outside in bright sunlight so you can see all the little chunks.
Bad advice.
I think yours in the strainer.
Well, good thing I found a couple gallons of IPA at Woodman's.
Right?
Yep, comes in handy.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to walk past there because it's been hand sanitizer the last few times I went past there. And they had no limits on it, so I just grabbed a couple gallons.
What was it like 90%, 99%?
This stuff is 70%. But
70.
Yeah, so it seems to work pretty good on this stuff. It's not the perfect. The 90% stuff seems to work a lot better, but
yeah,
you just let it sit a little bit longer and it seems to be fine.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get going. Good chatting with everybody.
About 8, 9, maybe 10 minutes because I'm getting
tired. Yeah, I'm starting to feel the drag a little bit. So
work's been insane, son. One more day and 4-day weekend.
There you go.
But tomorrow,
all right.
Insane. So.
Yeah. Well, good night, everybody.
All right. See you
tomorrow.
Yes.
Good luck. I like how it freaks out people when I say good luck to them.
Right.
It's like, for what?
trying to re-level my crucibed, but it keeps Z-leveling in force because it hates me. I swear. Yay, I think it actually did it. Let's see. Holy variance.
If you are doing resin printing, the spray away glass cleaner is freaking amazing.
Trying to lose weight and not eat freaking junk food, and there I am chowing down on that crap. Can't help it.
Yeah, screen looks like it's fine, so.
Okay, sorry about that.
You're good.
The wife thought she found a foxtail trying to go up between the toes of one of her dogs, so I had to run and help. Oh,
like
yes,
Flash
I'm back to
really
the
bad.
blinking.
Yep.
And it's my local network that's the issue.
Just went away.
Rename you to Zolan or Flashing Zolan.
So I bring OBS up front.
Yeah.
It fixes.
Oh.
Maybe if you put a little Visine on the camera, it'll stop moving.
Well, the problem is I'm doing a Google remote desktop from this system to that system, because that system in there is the one that's streaming.
Which, that makes no sense to me, but sure, whatever, makes you happy.
I'm wireless here. There is
Yeah,
there is no RAN network cable in this house because, well,
Oh,
I'm not going to put that much money into this house.
Well, it's wireless. The only issue, it's like right
And this
easy.
laptop is
The
not.
router's right there.
This laptop's not strong enough to stream directly
there,
from.
there. It's wireless. I never bothered to run a wire. Actually, I do have a wire around the room, and it's actually slower because I guess it's too long or some crap. So the wireless is actually faster. So you're like, well, why don't you just run it up along the ceiling? It's like, I don't want to see the damn wire. I ran it down the baseboard because I don't want to see it. It's buried. Don't like wires in my room.
No more hanging wires?
No more hanging wires here. Wires. I actually originally put the crown because I was going to do the wires in the crown, and then I said, screw it.
Oh,
Yeah.
crap.
One project I get to do coming up, I get to screw around with the crown molding so I can run wires up through it.
Well,
Local.
you have a 3D printer, so.
Yeah.
Because we used to make, back in the day, like when I hang crown, we don't just nail it to the ceiling. We actually put angled blocks behind it here and there. So it's easier to nail up and roll it and everything so it matches. So if your ceiling's not perfect, I can roll it and nail it. But if you make a 3D printed bracket and do an insert, you could actually screw it to it. And like,
Screw you.
A 12-foot length, because that's 12 foot, just shorter. It's like 11.6 from here to there. It's 11.6, I think. There's only like 3 nails in that whole length. Or if you did screws, you could pop it out easy. Run
That's
your
what
wires
she
on
said.
it and run it back in there. Or you could just, call up Carl or one of those guys with one of those belt printers and just have them print you out a big, long 11-foot piece of freaking trim.
Yeah, what I got to do is I got to
Go in it.
pull it down, put a notch in it so I can run wires up because I got to run it up into the ceiling.
Yep.
It's a business, so he's just like, I just need it done. And if you can make it look good, make it look good.
Well, do corner blocks then. Then you don't even have to coat the corners or anything.
Yeah.
and then you can run the block. You know, you can extend the block down the wall in the corner.
Yeah.
Wires behind a regular wire chase.
I have to see if I can even do that.
That's the only time. A lot of people don't like the blocks in the corners. I actually kind of like the look if it's done right.
That's what we have.
It makes. I mean, most carpenters will look at it and say, "Oh, you cheated," and
Yeah.
that's the way it started. But I actually like the look, especially if they're like they put the decorative craft underneath it and everything. I like the look of the box in the corner. It's like putting blocks like the rosettes and doors. We used to do a bunch of rosettes right in the corner, so you don't have to cut the 45s. Everything's a straight 90, a straight 90. You put the rosette in the corner, and boom, done. You don't have to worry about miter, all that crap, rolling trim.
Oh, careful, that's hot.
I love the people that just nail it up there, and the wall behind it's all bad. But then they nail the trim up, and they're wondering why, even though they cut everything perfectly at a 45, when they nail it up, it's like got a big open gap in it because the walls rolled away. You actually roll the trim back out, nail it together, and then caulk behind it if it's rolled out a lot.
Or it could be like in my house where they
the echo's back.
Yeah. They I think a blind person cut all the boards because it's you take like an angle finder thing and it's not even 45. Like some of them are like 35 each.
And actually, if the seam joint is good, that's actually good. If they're matching the original doors, like if I go into an old house and I hang a door, I do not level the door.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
It's
very rare when old houses actually level themselves.
Yeah. If the house has got a droop somewhere, if I can make the door droop to match all the other drooping doors, I will droop the door.
Yeah, the person that did it, they just had no idea what they were doing. Like my cabinets are falling apart because they didn't attach them properly. And anyone have the Ender 3 Max? No.
God, no. I have an Ender extender, which is better.
An Ender extender.
Yeah. So that looks a little better.
Uh-oh. Still only getting 3. I soldered something wrong.
All right.
What did I
So
screw
what
up?
went wrong? Was it just burned out?
No, I might have to just give it a little more burn time.
Burn it, baby, burn it. Oh. Justin's putting printers back together and trying to print crap. What's he going to burn up now?
Your face.
Oh, that LED's now stuck in there.
No, I'm trying to get the Prusa bed to re-level. It was incredible.
Oh, come on. There we go.
You guys in here leveling. I haven't leveled a bed in like a year.
Because you don't have printers that have chosenly done that.
I got big, massive 300 millimeter beds that just print. I don't need to level them anymore. I made them level. They are flat.
Just like Earth?
Yes. That's proof that the Earth is flat because my beds are flat. And if they weren't flat, they'd have to be round to match the Earth and gravity. I have no idea what I just said, but it sounded good.
Sure. Let's try it again.
I just don't get people.
I honestly thought that was like all a joke. Like they were just doing it just for the lulls.
There are a lot that do that. There's a lot.
There are a lot who don't though. If you watch Simon,
there's definitely flat earthers that think it's real. That the Earth is flat. And
Nathan Oakley and all of them. No, they think it's real.
They think the moon landing was just a conspiracy and there's nothing up there. And then you get the other ones that
no. There's something up there. It's called the Firma. Starts with an F. God damn it.
Yeah. But we never went up there. We that was just done on a stage. And then you got the other group that know we went up there, but they think it was a military thing, and now there's like lasers and there's a base up there, and
it was a military thing. B,
Yeah, well,
B, they did leave things behind. Big ass mirrors, you can actually see them.
yeah,
Yeah, you can actually shoot a laser at it, and
Yep.
yeah. Big Bang Theory did that.
there was a YouTube channel that did that. I think it was a British dude with the red shirt.
Yep.
He came to like what the hell is his name? Because he was in Florence, Michigan, or not Florence, Felch, Michigan, at the high school up there. I can't remember his name.
Firmament. It's
Yes, that's the
firmament.
word.
Filament. It's the filament, man.
Firmament.
That's where we get our filament
Oh,
from.
and the new thing, new-ish thing now is the mud flood.
Tom Scott, that's his name, I think.
So for those who don't know, the mud flood is apparently every 200 or 400 years we have a massive mud flood that buries everything and resets our society.
People are so screwed up.
And remember, if you spray bleach at the chemtrails, it'll disperse them.
Why are people so screwed up?
I don't know, Llama. You're one of them. Explain.
I bumped my head on the dashboard a bunch of times. What's your fucking excuse?
I was beaten as a kid.
Oh, all right. What's yours, Shane? Come on, you gotta have an excuse for being a nutcase.
I have honestly no idea what caused that.
That's your excuse. I have no idea.
Oh, actually,
What's yours,
sorry,
sir?
I said that wrong. No, there's that, but there's also I grew up in Alaska.
I was gonna say. I was just gonna add that for you. I was thinking the same thing. You grew up in Alaska. That's enough to screw anybody up.
I still miss it.
I can't believe they towed the bus out after the freaking Into the Wild movie.
They should have towed it out much sooner.
Why? I wouldn't let the people go out there and die. You're dumb enough to try and go out there. That's your own damn fault. Feed the bears.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna end this stream here. I'm gonna continue fighting a printer, and
I would like to actually have gone out there when the bus was out there, but I wouldn't have hiked out there. I would have gotten a helicopter and flown out there.
I actually hiked out there as a kid many times before the bus.
Well, the bus was out there in what? That was like late 70s, early 80s he did that, wasn't it?
Yep.
all right, YouTube, we're gonna end that here.
The real kid, not the movie.
Go on to whatever we have left in our nights. So we'll see y'all on the next one.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah, it's time to go to bed anyway. It's 10 o'clock.
Hitting end now.